Okay, question 3A. Out of 6 marks, 1 mark for writing down your equation, 1 mark for having that answer. So in 3A, the first question says to us, and this is a word problem, this is a realistic situation where you could use algebra to figure out how much money you're going to make, maybe if you're babysitting one day. So we have Sharon babysat on Saturday for $7 an hour. So $7 per hour. She was paid a bonus of $5. How many hours did Sharon babysit if she was paid $40? So when it says on Saturday she's babysat for $7 per hour. So that's 7 per hour. So times how many hours she worked. So 7H. I will use H here as my variable. She was paid a bonus of $5. So plus a bonus of $5. In total, she gets paid 40 bucks. So equals 40. There's what your equation should look like. 7H plus 5 equals 40. We are trying to figure out what this H is, how many hours she has to work to make that 40 bucks. So 1 mark there for that equation. And let's figure this out. Just like we've been doing, get rid of that 5 to start with on my left side. So I've got to subtract 5. Subtract 5 from the left, I've got to subtract 5 from the right. These cancel out. I'm left with 7H equals 40 minus 5 is 35. My next step, I'm going to divide by 7. Divide by 7 on this side, divide by 7 on my right side. 35 divided by 7 should give me 5. And 7H divided by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1, so I'm left with 1H. And 1H equals 5. So second mark there is 5. And then that is 5 hours. So for this girl Sharon it is. For this girl Sharon to get 40 bucks, she's got to babysit for 5 hours. B, we got David now. David's working in a store and he's paid $8 per hour. So if he's paid 8 bucks an hour, he's got 8 multiplied by H. He was paid a bonus of 9. So plus 9 and equals how many hours did David work if he was paid 65 bucks. So David's getting $65. Let's figure out how many hours David has to work to achieve that $65. Subtract 9, subtract 9. I am left with my 8H, because these 9's canceled out, equals 65 subtract 9 is 56. Divide by 8 on this side, divide by 8 on this side. I'm left with my 1H equals 56 divided by 8, which should give us 7. So H equals 7. 1 mark for writing your equation, 1 mark for having your answer. And last one of that question is C, talking about Sarah. So 3C. Sarah worked in a coffee shop at the weekend, on the weekend, and was paid 6 bucks an hour. So we have $6 per hour, 6 times however many hours she works. She's given a bonus of 12. So plus 12 equals, what does she get paid? She was paid 90 bucks. $90. So now we want to figure out how many hours does Sarah have to work to get paid that $90. Solve this question together. Isolate our variable on that left side. Let's get it alone. Let's start with taking away 12 and take away 12. These cancel out. I am left with 6H equals 90 subtract 12, which should be 78. 90 subtract 12, 78. Divide by 6 on this side, divide by 6 on this side. These cancel out. 6 divided by 6 is 1. I'm left with my H equals, what is 78 divided by 6? Well, that should give us 13. So we know that Sarah has to work 13 hours to make $90 at that coffee shop. So 1 mark for an equation, 1 mark for your answer. That question number 3 should be out of 6 marks in total. Okay, last one, question number 4. Remember, at any times, if you would like, you can pause these videos. They are videos, they are recorded videos. So yes, please pause it if we're going too fast at any time to help yourself review, to help yourself mark. 4A. We have another word problem. So first, 1 mark for figuring out the equation, 2nd mark from solving it. So Jeremy has $84 in his savings account. Great, not bad. Good place to start. Each week he saves $18. When is he going to have a total of 110? So I like this question a lot for you guys because maybe you do want to start a savings account. Maybe you want to start contributing to it because you want to save up for something. And this might help you figure out how long you're going to have to save up for. So let's start with looking at he has $84 in his account. So there's $84 right at the start in that account. He adds to that account $18 a week. So he adds into that account $18 per week. So I'm going to use W as my variable this time because this will tell us how many weeks we need to save up to get to. What is the cost of this item he might want to buy? Well, the cost is $210. So imagine yourself wanting to save up for something that costs you $210. We're going to figure out how many weeks is that going to take us. That is how we set up this equation. So there's 1 mark there for setting up the equation. The second part of this is I want to still get that variable alone. The only difference in this question, guys, is that this time this 18 weeks is on my right side and this 84 is on my left. We could have drawn it differently. It's the same thing. I could have gone 18W plus 84. You're going to get the same answer. So either way, you still get the mark even if these two are flipped. But same thing, how do I get rid of this 84? Well, that's a positive 84. There's no negative sign in front of it. So to get rid of a positive 84, I've got to subtract 84. If I subtract 84 from my left side, I've got to subtract 84 from my right side. These cancel out. I'm left with 18W equals, what's 210 minus 84? That should give us 116. Now, same thing I've done before. To get rid of this 18, I've got to divide by 18. Got to do the same thing on the other side, divide by 18. These cancel out. I am left with W equals 116 divided by 8 should be 7. So it is going to take 7 weeks for Jeremy to save up to $210. And that's if he's putting $18 per week in his account. So W equals 7. So 2 marks there for question 4A. And last one, 4B. So pause the video if you want for a sec there to have a look. We'll look at 4B here together. Now we have Sandra. She has $172 in her account to start with. So 172. Each week she saves 23 bucks. So plus $23 per week is what she is saving. She wants to see how long it's going to take her to get to a total of 264. So whatever that item is that Sandra is saving up for, it costs $264. We want to know how many weeks it's going to take her to get to that. Well, same thing over here. We could have flipped these two and that's just fine, but it's going to be the same thing. We know this is still a positive 172, so to get rid of that positive 172, I've got to subtract 172. If I subtract 172 from my left, I've got to subtract 172 from my right. So these will cancel out. I am left with my 23W equals 264 minus 172, which should give us 92. Last step here is to divide. To get rid of this 23 and get the W alone, I've got to divide by 23. If I divide by 23 on my left, I've got to divide by 23 on my right. I am left with my W, because 23 divided by 3 is 1, so 1W equals 92 divided by 23 should be 4. So we know it's only going to take Sandra 4 weeks to save up to $264. 1 mark for your equation, 1 mark for your answer. Total is out of 4. Okay, make sure you guys total up the knowledge check. I will also put the complete total and kind of the marks to each and every question in a separate document after these videos. So if you missed anything in the videos, if you missed one of the answers in the videos, you can go back and yes, rewind the video and check it out, or you can just go to that extra document I'll put in there with the total of knowledge check number 3. Once again, please submit your total to me, either in a comment below or in a private comment. Whatever you choose is fine with me. Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow for our Zoom. Looking forward to it. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.